Hello, everybody. So let's go to the Madanga Commission of Inquiry, where we have a new witness by a Mr. Loftus. I am so confused. I am a mix of emotions. Do I feel bad for this father? Or do I think this father is here to continue protecting his problematic son? I don't know. I don't know. But whatever happened to Bevan at the end of the day, nobody deserves. For a person who's calling for the death penalty, you see, my emotions are mixed up here. But maybe you guys can help me out. What are you listening? What are you hearing? Are you hearing a bereaved father? Or you are hearing somebody that protected his son, even when the son was a menace to society? And I'm picking this up because he got caught several times. But I remember these two times where he got caught by Commissioner Baloy. Commissioner Baloy said to him, there's a report that is from the police basically describing the character of Bevan Loftus, that he was aggressive and all that stuff. The father says, yeah, my son was a tough person when it came to business. But outside of business, he was a normal boy, meaning he couldn't hurt a fly. And then Commissioner Baloy calls him out and says, listen, no parent on this earth is with their children around the clock to know what they are doing out there. It's like bringing up a child. You do all the right things. You teach them manners. You teach them the magic words. You teach them to be helpful. You instill Ubuntu and things of that nature. But the moment he leaves that door of your home, he is now, or she is a fair game to the world out there. So you don't know what influences that he or she is taking and what reputation your child has outside. And when the child comes back home, couldn't hurt a fly and things of that nature. So he was called out on that, and he conceded that, yeah, I was not with my son around the clock for me to know whether he was aggressive, a menace, and problematic to the community. So, as I'm busy listening to Mr. Loftus, I couldn't help but, do a little side, just going down the rabbit hole. Because the Indian community in South Africa, it's pretty easy to figure out. These are a group of people that are quiet. They keep things to themselves. They have a code as well. I think he even mentioned when he said he was a good cop. He was not part of the grain type of situation. That means he did not adhere to the code as a police officer, and that is why they shunned him type of situation. I believe that. I believe that 100%. So then I started checking, hey, who is this guy? Well, he is somebody, of course. He is definitely somebody. But I am not going to speak much of what I was reading about him. It could be anybody writing things about him, but it does not sound good at all about his own power in his own community. And also his relationship, with who, right? Mothership ANC, and how the community allegedly is afraid of the witness. They're afraid of the witness because he was a former cop, and whenever the son did something, these are allegations. So whenever the son did something and it was reported to the police, that docket will disappear, allegedly. Allegedly. So he is giving a story in the Madang Commission of Inquiry that, hey, I'm shunned from the South African Police Service. The only cops that worked with me were black police officers. All the other ones, they shunned me. Why? Because I was doing the straight and narrow. He says that he became a police officer in the, I think, late 80s. I think he said something like 1987 at Langlaagte police station in Johannesburg, and then he was taken to to Durban, where he would be back and forth with transfers. But subsequently, because of him being vilified and mistreated at work, he decided to quit being a police officer. I found that very interesting. And now that I'm reading about his reputation, I'm thinking, I think it's making sense why he may have quit his police work. He found something much more lucrative. In my opinion, I think he found something more lucrative. And because he found something more lucrative, obviously, it might become a family business type of situation. And so how do you put a front in a business of such nature? You become a tow truck owner as well. And how the tow truck business is going to work, since we have this lucrative business, we are going to transfer the product using the tow truck to its final destination type of situation. I don't know if you're getting it. I think maybe that might be the reason why he quit the sub story. I don't buy it. I'm sorry, I don't buy it. So you can also tell now, which is also got caught out twice. The second time, it was about execution. He believes that execution, when somebody gets executed, they get bound with zip ties. And then they get, unfortunately, unalived. Well, I've done some few true crime stories before on my true crime channel. I can tell you that execution, somebody can come directly up to you at close range and pull the trigger on your head, and that's it. That's execution. Sometimes it's even known as execution style. So Justice Madlanga called him out on that and said, no. While execution does not only involves binding. For a former police officer, I thought that was quite interesting. I think the third time he got called out was when he was presenting his son's autopsy. He believes that his son was bound and he was unalive somewhere, and then they were brought to a different location. And then there were these noises outside, get out now, get out, or whatever, out of the van. So he kind of like believes that they were already gone at that time. And then, and then that's when the people came and checked out what is actually going on. Who are the people that have been alive? Turns out it was Bevan and some Zondi dude and other. According to the police, these three were problematic. So going back to yesterday's video where we had Mr. John Landjohn, who said that the police were being used as hitmen. And in most cases, they'll be hired to hit on problematic criminals. I was like, okay, the dots are connecting a little bit. That is why I find myself stuck between a rock and a hard place with the witness. Is he a grieving father? Or is he here to continue to protect his son, even though the son is no longer here, but to still protect him and clean his name from whatever accusations that are out there? Unfortunately, from what I'm reading, his reputation supersedes him. People fear him. People don't like him, just like they don't like the father, the witness himself. He looks very unassuming. He looks very educated and sounds educated to me, well articulated. But I guess don't let that fool you. So I don't know, guys. Everything that I'm saying in this video, I am also speculating. I'm not saying this is it. I'm speculating. And I think he is withholding a lot of truth. And he is only going to reveal the side that is convenient for him, that is going to clean his son's name, and probably divert the reputation that he himself might have in his community. I mean, I even saw somewhere, guys, allegedly, when hearsay things, when you read them, especially on social media. I don't know, guys, what our country is headed to. I have no idea. But here's something that I learned, or I'm learning from this testimony, that as parents, sometimes we just need to say, listen, I know my child in a different light. And when I leave the door going to work and he also faces the world in his own way, I cannot now want to stand on business by taking him and putting him behind me or putting him under my skirt when he is actually a menace. Some parents know that their children are menaces. Some parents are even in nefarious businesses with their children, and they are not going to tell the truth. So I don't know. There are parents out there that are the problem in our society. They are the destroyers of the future of their communities. They are the people that open wide the cartel. I mean, there's even a group called the cartel. And guess what they do? Yeah, they are drug peddlers. And they also own tow truck business. And then we're supposed to have what kind of South Africa? What kind of South Africa are we supposed to have if we have parents that are like that? Yay. So I am listening. Those are the things that I'm learning from this man. I'm picking up that Bevan was a spoiled brat, and the enabler is the man that is on the stand, and he's continuing to protect him even in death, posthumously. I guess the love of a father can never be measured, not even by death. But it's also important that he assists the commission because we want to clean our country. His son is gone. Well, whether he failed him or whatever way he may see it, we still have children that are alive. They have a future. Can he spare their future? Whatever business that he might be involved in that destroys the future of this country, of his community, the least that you can do is that. Again, I'm speculating here. According to what I'm hearing, to me, this man sounds to me like he was like, before they snitch on me, let me snitch on myself. But not in an obvious way. I have never seen anything like this before. I doubt I'll ever see it again. He's not singing like a canary because he's here to defend the honor of his child. Anyways, I don't know, fellow South Africans, what are your thoughts? What are you hearing? But here's the thing that I'm also picking up. Bevan, he is not entirely to blame. I think, personally, you have a family that is problematic with a, how do I put this, a corrupt killer cop who is a hired gun. I don't know by whom, maybe by rival gangs and things of that nature. And the only way he can solve these crimes or these people that are problematic is to unalive them. Take his group of hitmen in the police, and then they hit these problematic people in society, and they accuse them of shooting at the police, and the police just return fire. I think the police are the killers here. In fact, let's put it quite clearly. They are the murderers. They are definitely the murderers. I understand. I understand before you come for me. But they were problematic. Yeah, they were problematic. But at the same time, we still have the rule of law to adhere to. Until the death penalty is a thing, I think all of us need to follow the law. That's what I think. Especially when you are in the law enforcement field. Section 49 of the Criminal Procedure Act prohibits police from using maximum force, which is using live ammunition on suspects. But between you and me, sithi igebengu, we're tired of them, honestly. We are tired of them. We are tired of igebengu. Somebody was asking me the other day, what are my thoughts about Nigerians being fed their own product? I was like, make sure it sips into the system so they get addicted to their own product, so that they can feel every pain every child's family they've destroyed feel as well. Like I said, on my side, Ubuntu is suspended until further notice. Naturally, I'll be like, oh my gosh, what are you doing? Now, I'm like, Isla. And I don't think the government itself has any business telling South Africans what to do. When South Africans have been telling this government, hey, your people that you brought from other side of the Limpopo River, this is what they're doing to us. You turn around, you call us vigilantes, Afrophobic, and xenophobic. Okay, then the only option you're leaving us with, well, let them taste what they brought. If it's wrong, why is it wrong when it's them who have to be fed their own product? Why is it not wrong when the children of this country are being fed with that? Somebody asked, what if, it made me think for a while, what if a Nigerian is caught with several girls that he has prostituted? I was like, well, let's gather some nice guys who are going to bend them over too and make them feel what they've been doing to these girls. How about that? Bend them over. Yeah, just bend them over. You know what I'm talking about, right? If you don't know what I'm talking about, think of Storm and Janet Jackson's scene on, was it Family Reunion or something like that? I can't remember what Madea movie that was, where he says,
ain't nobody bending me over.
those Nigerians need to be done the same thing. Because what are we supposed to do? The police are not interested in arresting them. They arrest them and they release them after they've paid. So that means our community has this unending evil. And we supposed to do what? Accept. Normalize that. Because the government doesn't care. That's not South Africans. And I don't think the government understand that. That South Africans are resilient. And if South Africans don't get what they want, South Africans will take what they want. But they will respect you first by asking, please. There comes a time where please also has a cutoff period. That's when South Africans begin to take. Right now, South Africans are taking. You sell them their children or they catch you with a product, you're eating it. Your chips with pills in them, uzodla konke with the pills. Your boerewors that is made of dog meat, you are going to eat it. The water that you sell, you are going to drink it. Do I agree with all these things under normal circumstances? No. But what must South Africans do? What must South Africans do? Just roll over and play dead and sacrifice their children on a daily basis? Why nobody cares about us? Anyways. But Mr. Loftus, I believe after lunch he is going to answer a few more questions. I hope he's going to redeem a lot of himself to legitimize his testimony. I don't think they are going to draw inferences that are going to be in favor of Mr. Loftus. I'm talking about the commissioners. I think his testimony is futile at this point. I don't know. We'll see when the reports come. Other than that, guys, please enjoy the rest of your day. Goodbye.